Hey, it's Camp and Cass. I'm with Smith RV in Casper, Wyoming. Today we're going to check out one of the best couples coaches that has been around, first in the Nash platform in 1994, and then the Arctic Fox in 2001. And here we are in 2025, still trucking on. Come along, let's check this thing out.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, here we go, guys. The ultimate couples coach. This thing is 23 feet, 10 inches in overall length. One of the biggest pros to this is that it is a wide body platform. When I say wide body, it is 8 feet, 6 inches wide. So really, it is the most spacious 22 model foot travel trailer you're going to see. Now, this is a non-slide floor plan. A lot of pros to that. If you're camping off the grid, maybe in tight trees, you're not gonna have to worry about if you have clearance for the slide to go out. Not on the table, not a worry. But a lot of great features to this. Coming in at 5,500 pounds dry, 7,500 wet. This thing is really a joy to pull. I had, my wife and I, a 2003 Arctic Fox 22G, pulled it extremely well, straight as an arrow with the Northwood Iron Horse chassis. Super well pulling trailer. So I want to show you guys some features on this thing. And then I want you guys to tell me what you think. So we have a gen compartment on board. If you don't want to do a 2.5 Onan LP generator, that's a lot of great exterior storage. But we have insulated on this side. If you did want the gen, this side would come out so you have a little room to breathe. We have power stabilizer jacks on this one. I want you guys to see the lift on this thing. But actually these do work rather well. Nice solid apron panel on the bottom of Northwood Trailers. Some of that's really flimsy on a lot of different brands. And that's some pretty good lift. So that's going to really bring a lot of rigidity to the coach. We're going to move on to frameless thermal pane windows. So most coaches today are single pane glass. You know, that's double the insulation. That's going to control sound and also, you know, keep you cooler in the hot months, keep you warmer in the cold months. We've got mud flaps on this coach. We have 15-inch wheels, Goodyear Endurance tires. We have metal lined wheel wells, very hard plastic, hard kind of plastic rubberized fender skirts on this. It's not the cheap ABS like on lower end trailers. You'd be hard pressed to break one of those. All right, we got outside speakers, 110 outlet here, our safety rail. If having a hard time to get up into the coach for whatever reason, that's gonna help you get up in there. Solid steps on this as well. We have an LED light strip in our tube. We got weather guard protector on this. I don't know if you guys are shopping these brands of trailers, maybe you've seen options. You're like, man, what's weather guard? This is this little black strip right up next to the side of the coach. So when that awning's all rolled up in, this is heavy duty, very resistant to sunbake, and that's gonna keep that awning fabric looking good for a long time instead of baking out like a lot of these things do. Let's check friction hinge. Door on this thing, so that's going to take some wind, maybe about 25 miles an hour. Solar package. We have the Sol X4 400 watt solar package on this. Standard now, a 2000 watt inverter that's gonna run some live outlets in this coach. We got our little camping scene set up here. This comes with 2 Arctic Fox director chairs, little side tables, which is nice. And then coming in to our pass-through storage. 5/8 tongue and groove flooring. We got some. We have some demonstrations of some of the build construction of these units inside the unit. I can't wait to show you guys. And then check this out. So we got a little slider up here. And we got our solar controller in here. We got our battery disconnect switch here. So, and all can kind of tuck away nicely, lighted on both sides. Got adjustable pitch awning hardware on this thing, so you can get some serious rain runoff, shade adjustment. That's pretty wild. All right, let's check out the front of this thing. All right, at the front of the coach, we have a full fiberglass front cap. We have stone protection with the rubberized spray on the bottom and 2 different sets of LED lights. These turn on from inside the coach, and then these are individual hitch hookup lights. Extra tall power tongue jack, which is super great for getting on today's big, tall pickups. We got our nice branded Iron Horse chassis built by Northwood, independently certified by Pacific West Associates, located right here in Casper, Wyoming. We have an integrated battery rack down below here. It's big enough, heavy duty enough to accommodate a lot of different combinations of batteries. It's got a nice big AF there. And, propane. So we're gonna check out our propane tanks. We got 2 30-pounders on board, automatic changeover regulator, and you know, a person could go to 40s if you're getting serious and want to be off the grid for a while. All right, let's check out the service side of this thing. All right, on the service side, something too, we talked about that full fiberglass front cap. It does wrap around to the side of the coach as well. That's just definitely a lot higher end construction and feel to it, so that's kind of nice. Magnetic door catches. These are inch thick insulated doors. And slam latch doors on here, so definitely nice. And again, just the other side of our pass-through storage. So we're gonna go down here, check out some of our underbelly stuff. So just up here, I have an 1.5-inch drain valve on the freshwater tank. So this thing does hold 50 gallons of fresh water, which is pretty good for a 22 model foot travel trailer. So from this angle, we can see our Dexter Axles, which is the best axles in the business. We got shocks on all 4 wheels of this unit. Not very many manufacturers are going to that level. Just dampens the ride in the coach, the contents, and ultimately is a better pull down the highway. Let's take a look at that underbelly. I challenge any other manufacturer to have it look that straight, that smooth, that solid. All right, so let's see. Got our freshwater fill, city water connection. We have our satellite cable connections in there. Still loving, they've held onto this forever. Built-in power cord holders, so you're not having to find a place in your pass-through storage, maybe inside the unit. You got your 25 feet of power cord on a 30 amp service unit. All goes right up in there. 25,000 BTU Suburban furnace, so for a 22 model foot travel trailer, this thing's going to keep you nice and toasty. All right, let's check out some meat and potatoes of this Arctic Fox. So in here, we have our dump valves, black for black, gray for gray. Take notice, guys, that those are straight poles through the frame into the heated and enclosed underbelly. Each tank individually enclosed, individually heated with what they call the foxhole. I'm gonna show you today what a foxhole looks like and how that stays heated and why that is a better thing. It's just easier to heat a smaller area than one big enclosure with one heat duct trying to do all tanks. That just doesn't work out very well. So the other nice thing about these straight pole valves is a lot of people use cables on those. Cables will stretch in time and you're not gonna get a cable to open sometimes. Maybe you won't get it to close. You take your cap off and you get that surprise that nobody likes. Got a little light for that if you're doing it at night. And let's check out the back of this thing. All right, at the back of the coach. Start with our fat ladder. They increased the size of that a few years ago. It's nice, it's just a little easier to hold on to. Kind of got big hands, but I think that's kind of nicer to hold on to than smaller ones. 4-inch bumper sewer hose holder wrapped in diamond plate. Don't see many manufacturers even putting bumpers on trailers anymore, which is insane. It's nice to have a bumper. I'd rather put a sewer hose in the bumper of the trailer than having the carrier below myself. Having the diamond plate wrap, that's gonna look good 10 years from now, almost as good as it does today. Let's see, LED lighting all on the trailer. And then we are prepped for the backup camera up top. Accessory rear receiver hitch. So if you want to do a rack of some fashion, a bicycle carrier. Basically, we're gonna have to relocate this tire, slide it one way or the other, depending on what you're looking to use. These are attached to the frame of the trailer at Northwood extremely well. They do a very fine job. That is not for tandem towing, but accessories all day, every day. It's a great way to go. This is a big boy water heater, 10-gallon Suburban gas electric water heater. The tank water heaters are just a little more consistent. The average is 6, this is 10, it's better. All right, I think we're ready to go. Let's check out the solar package of this. All right, welcome to the roof. There's our Solex 4 400 watt solar package. And remember guys, this has got R18 Batt insulation, R15 Astro foil, all in the roof of this trailer. There you can see our awning all flexed out over there. All right, let's head in. But on our way in, I did not show you guys, I referenced the solid steps, but let's check these out. So these are actually what MoreRide calls is the flip tread steps. So when this goes up, these flip, fold, and down. Maybe give them a little bang, get all the dust and dirt off those before going up inside the unit. A little clip inside. This, we loosen the knob. That will pull down flat. That will suck up there, and then you're off and going. So these legs are adjustable as well. All right, let's head in. Okay, so when we were outside, we talked about this being a wide body floor plan. We're talking 8 feet 6 inches of width, overall length 23 feet 10 inches. So here we're in a 22 model foot travel trailer. And this thing feels very spacious. I think something that also assists in that is our cathedral arch ceiling. I'm 6'3", and I still have a lot of room, and it feels very spacious. Some of these smaller travel trailers you walk into, you feel like you're in just like a little small box. This feels very spacious, it's very wide. Then something else to pay attention to is, again, non-slide travel trailer. Look how wide this is. So again, the ultimate couples coach, you know, or person that just doesn't need a lot of unnecessary room. This has everything you need, nothing you don't. Let's check out this bed, 60 by 80. So it's not a short queen of any fashion. It's a full queen bed, full-size queen bed. Northwood using their, let's see if we can find it. That's tucked in pretty tight. This detail crew we have is pretty amazing. So we got our Northwood Tru Rest mattress. It's pretty thick and it's pretty darn comfortable. So I think most people really like that. While we're in here, got our Fox logo. They've really had that for so many years. So many years, love it. This is something new. So years past, guys, this used to be all just one big storage area. Of course, times change and things evolve. Oh boy, that's Northwood cabinetry. Very strong, sturdy, very solid cabinetry. My arm's a little weak though, in all fairness. So very solid cabinetry. So we got a drawer going out that side. We have a drawer going out that side. So, which is great for additional storage. Maybe you could use it as a shoe garage of some fashion. I want to have you take a look at our 2000 watt inverter. Mounted very nicely in here, allowing us to go live on some of the outlets of this trailer. So, got a little additional room for some small storage. So, we're going to roll these in, put that back in there. While we got this bed up, you can see nicely on each side we have USBs on each side of the bed, his and hers, and then some pretty strong struts on there, so that will hold that bed up for a long time. We got 110 outlets for his and hers up in our little built-in. This is like inside the front cap of the trailer, this nice little inset storage. And then we got our adjustable lights. And then we got the little backlighting on there too. This kind of acts as almost like a little night light sort of, so that's kind of cool. You can see the depth of our ceiling when it breaks out here. A lot of great storage on both sides, a lot of hanging space there. All the way across. So a little shorter on this side, but this side's kind of nice because you got a place to set stuff, a little cute pull-out drawer, and a laundry chute there. So you could put a clothes basket in the pass-through storage, and that kind of acts as like a little hamper. So that's a great feature that they've done for a long time. And then we have over the bed, premium fan vents, so that's rain sensing, in and out, thermostatically controlled. So, I mean, pending the weather, you might be able to control the temperature in here well enough to maybe not even turn the air conditioner on in this unit. So, it's great. We got blacked out roller shades on this. Gonna allow you to get a little more shut-eye. All right, moving into the kitchen. Solid surface countertops in here. Nicely done. Heavy duty. Moving into the 50/50 stainless steel sink. Industrial pull-out faucet. Gets wild with the water. And then check out the cabinetry. So we got pull-out drawer. You wouldn't believe how many trailers don't have a place to put silverware. So it sounds kind of like it should be, but that's not the case in all trailers. So silverware drawer. Northwood kills it in just making any bit of useful space anywhere. So little drop down, maybe put some stuff to wash dishes and stuff in. Got some pull outs. Look how long those things are. Some storage under the sink. You can kind of see there. And then we have our Furrion oversized oven. And then our 3-burner cooktop. Before I flip that up, we got a nice little knife rack. Backsplash, in case things are getting wild on the stovetop. We got indicators on this thing too that's showing you propane's a-flowing. Northwood just does such a good job building these trailers. You know, something we don't talk about a lot is resale on these units. So if you're shopping these trailers new, maybe you've never owned a Northwood unit, and when I say Northwood, that could be Arctic Fox, Nash, Desert Fox, Arctic Fox Rapid, Wolf Creek truck campers. You know, something to show you the desirability of these coaches or campers is try to find them used. See if you can, you know, find a used one of what you're looking out there for. And as you start to look for maybe that item used, you're going to see that there's not tons of these things out there, which drives the price of them up. So when you make that investment and buy an Arctic Fox or a Nash or any of the Northwood products, you know, when you go to get rid of that, trade it up to a different one, which most people do, you're going to find that the resale value is a lot greater on a Northwood unit than maybe your average trailer that is used on every dealer's lot across the country. So it's really something to think about when you're trailer shopping. Is odds are you're going to do something different someday and you're going to want top dollar for it, and your odds are much greater in a Northwood trailer. All right, moving into the fridge, 10 cubic foot, 12 volt fridge. 2 additional feet over what they used to be. So let's come back over here. We've got our Jensen Bluetooth stereo. Nice little bank of cabinets. Shelving up there. Non-shelf on this side. So they got this nice little built-in these days, holding that 12 volt TV. So that will run off the batteries of the trailer, which is nice. And so I told you we're going to have a little show all in here when we were outside. So our good friend and rep Colby for Northwood has hooked us up with a lot of these great little props of the build structure of their trailers. So starting this off, this is our 5/8 tongue and groove flooring in these trailers with some vinyl on top. So very, very solid. So now that seems like it's not that big a deal, but you should walk in some of these trailers that are maybe doing laminated flooring and decking not this thick. I mean, and you're feeling, you know, how soft that floor is. It's crazy. And this isn't old trailers. This might be 2, 3, 4-year-old trailers that already have soft floors in them. All right, let's check out the sidewall. So this is the sidewall of a Northwood trailer. So we have our Phylon, our high density block foam insulation, and our wall panel. This is all laminated together in a climate controlled facility in La Grande. So it is just solid, it's tight. The nice thing about the foam block insulation, this is consistent. When you're doing fiberglass, layered fiberglass insulation, maybe you're gonna get a drooping spot, maybe you're gonna get a bare spot possibly. There's literally coverage of insulation in this whole, all these sidewalls of this thing. So it's pretty incredible. Carrying on that insulation, so in an Arctic Fox in the roof of these, we do have R18 Batt insulation in the roof of these trailers. And then this is our R15 Astro foil. So it does a great job at holding that heat in these trailers. Now, speaking of the roof of it, we got a little bit of our roof truss system. Definitely one of the strongest roof systems on any RV out there. And then let's check out the aluminum superstructure. So we got a couple pieces there. So we got thick wall aluminum construction, but Northwood doesn't even stop there to add more rigidity to their superstructure. And I would be hard pressed to find anyone else that does this. Literally, they would fill and do some block foam fill in certain areas just to increase the rigidity of this superstructure. So that's pretty incredible. I'd be hard pressed to find anyone who does that. So this is one of my favorite when we're on the outsides of the trailers and we're talking about how the underbellies are enclosed. And man, tons of manufacturers like, oh, we're enclosed underbelly, we're heated, you know, we're a, you know, air quotes, 4-season trailer. You know, one big enclosure, 3 tanks in 1 dock does not tell me you're a 4-season trailer. Especially on some of their valves are outside of the underbelly. All dump valves are going to be enclosed and heated, but we have each individual holding tanks enclosed on a Northwood unit. They have foxholes going into each of those enclosed holding tanks. From this 25,000 BTU Suburban furnace, that is forcing hot air into each of those 3 compartments via the foxhole. So no one does it like that. So, all right, let's keep her moving to the bathroom. All right, so we're gonna check out this monster. I mean, this is almost like wardrobe slide out sized wardrobe in this thing. Again, guys, 22-foot box, you know, non-slide, and you have a massive, massive, massive wardrobe. Shelf up top, tons of hanging space. So that is a beauty. And then Northwood's always super great about access points to things. Sometimes you almost got to be like a contortionist to access things, and on RVs, Northwood does a phenomenal job at just making literal access points. So we can access the backside of the water heater, and you can actually also see the outside storage or generator prep box. So, all right, we got a porcelain foot flush commode. That's by Thetford. Got a window for a little light, little towel rack here. Now, check this. So we got, I mean, we can turn our light here, or actually just here, excuse me. But something else, though, that is wonderful, you can turn on the water pump from right here in the bathroom. So maybe you're trucking in here, forgot to hit the pump on your way in. You can flip that baby on right there. Nice big old medicine cabinet on this thing. Now I'm going to jump in the shower real quick, and I want to kind of slide in here so we can check this out. All right, so in the shower. So again, still I haven't lost or gained any height. Still 6'3", and my head is just about. I've got maybe about an inch or so to the top of the skylight, but still plenty of room in here. And nice little soap holder and bigger shower head. But they've gone to these doors, trifold glass doors, nice little lock on there. You will want to lock that for being in transit. But great glass doors, gonna keep all the water in here, keep the bathroom a dry bath. You don't want it to turn into a wet bath out there. So, great bathroom. All right, we'll kind of wrapping this up, guys. Yeah, if you're looking for a travel trailer that you don't want like a monster of a travel trailer, but just want to feel spacious, don't want to have to worry about slide outs and any of that stuff. I mean, this has everything you need, nothing you don't need. And again, the quality of the Northwood units, that's going to just last you years and years. And when you go to get rid of it, these are the type of trailers that people are fighting to get over or doing bidding wars to get the most if you took care of it. So fantastic stuff. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed coming along. If you've been following our channel, thank you guys, all of our customers out there. I appreciate you so much. We've seen a ton of people come from all over this country to come see us. We're so appreciative of that. And if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button, and ring the bell for future videos coming at you. And we dive deep into Northwood. And if you have any questions, please give our team a call. We'd love to chat with you guys. So I appreciate you always watching along. Have an awesome day. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.